Hey, what's up, y'all? So we're back at it again, trying to get this shop done, trying to get everything else. I got these lights right here to it works out right here and here. I got 4, and then I have 4 on this side as well that we need to install. And I got up here at the very top, we got 2 back there and 2 back over there, and it's gonna be a pain. Then also I got a quad receptacle there, a quad receptacle there, and a quad receptacle here to do. As you can see, it is going to be a chore to get all this pulled out of the way. Very large grill set we won from Cabela's. It weighs like 200 pounds. All this has got to be pulled out, or I can get in there. Still got a little bit of less of insulation. I got maybe 1 or 2 more panels left that are 6 foot, well, 8 foot. We got to cut them down to 6 foot. All my walls are 6 foot tall. So all the little pieces like this that are the 2 foot pieces, I'm just going to stagger them in as we go along, and that'll make up another round or 2 of bays to cover up. And then, I don't know, then it'll be up to the ceiling, all the way up here. We're going to run them. I don't know if I'm going to cover those or if I'm just going to lay the insulation up there, let it stay like that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. But what we are going to do is we are going to come back with these pieces of plywood here. They're 1x6s. I'm going to give it that barn look. So we're going to run those. The shop's only 16 foot long. I got 2 10-footers. So what I'm thinking about doing is cutting each board down to 2 foot off, giving it the 8 and 8, and trying to make it come and have a nice seam right up the middle. So over the weekend I ordered 12 lights, LED flush mount, almost looks like a recess can trim. So they screw directly to the box, wire in the box. I don't have to pull all that down. We went to Lowe's and Home Depot and looked around, and I guess nowadays a lot of the low flush circular mounted lights are now coming with their own control box and don't require a box to be wired into. The wires control into that control box, get terminated there, and then the light itself is designed to have a hole cut out in the sheetrock. It's got metal wings that hold it there, so once you slide it in, it grips on the side and it doesn't fall out, but it doesn't require an actual electrical box. That wasn't going to work for what I've already set up and had made arrangements for, so I had to do some researching. So Amazon came out, they got the actual light that I was looking for. I got my outside receptacle done up already. Somewhere in here I have my outside light that I mounted a flush mount outside light on there. It's going to be on a motion sensor. So now we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, and just like that, we got 4 lights installed. One of the things that makes it easy, electrical work is not that difficult, guys. It's almost like plumbing. You got to have a power source, your spigot, and if you want to put 14 spigots in a line, you just got to go from spigot to spigot to spigot. Electrical is the same exact concept. You have your main power source coming from the panel, which is your spigot. One line comes to, for me, I've always done it where I go to a switch box, bring the power to the switch box. That'll be my head spigot. And from the spigot or the switch, you'll go from one light to the next light to the next light and end on the end light. So you can see there's 2 wires in this one. One is a switch leg, one's the traveler. It's going to travel to this light and they'll get tied together. From that light, it jumps over, they'll get tied together, and then you'll have one single wire at the end. That's all it is to it. So the way I did this one was that way, and then I ran a separate wire around and jumped into that one. I could have came out, jumped from here to here and from there, jumped over across, and then hit all those 4, and then still come on to the same switch. It was just easier to run these 4 and run another switch leg over to the other one and catch all those. Just the way I did it. But so we're gonna hit the next 4 behind us and get them all hooked up, and then I may climb up in the lofts, pull them out, make sure those are not touched, and put some power on, see what happens. Alrighty, that is that. And now I gotta figure out how to get this other side done. There's so much stuff up there. I wonder. Unbelievable the amount of stuff. Lord have mercy. All right, so far, like I said, we just got all the lights just mounted. They're not screwed in all the way, not done up yet, but we got them all just dangling. I did get those ones flush mounted up. The only issue is don't die. I still got to terminate that one right there into the box, and then make that one up as well. So I haven't climbed up there yet to do that. We're just going to do a little test run and see how things are, and we'll just see how these work. So all my downstairs lights should come on. Bingo, that's what I'm talking about. So I got the 4 over there, so when you come in, all these kick on with one light. They're little LED lights, and let me tell you, it made a difference in how much it's lit up the area. So I was a little skeptical about going 4 and 4 at the bottom, but now that I did it, not too disappointed. I think it's going to turn out pretty good, especially when you come in here and close the doors up, or it's at nighttime. These 4 up here are going to definitely do it. So now I'm going to climb up and terminate those other 2, and then I'll have a second switch. So this switch here will kill the lights here in the bottom. So when you open up the door to come in, that'll be the first light switch you hit, will be that one that turns that, and then this one here will be the one that turns the upstairs lights on. So you don't have all 12 lights burning at one time. I can just turn on the lights downstairs and not worry about the ones upstairs. And when it comes time to fall, Christmas, Halloween, spring, whatever, all those totes up here, all the majority of them totes way back there, the red bag's a Christmas tree, the green bag back there is an old Christmas tree. There's 3 or 4 more totes inside the house that all get stacked up there. They're all labeled back there, and like that one says Halloween, and so every one of them's got something with it. So whenever it comes time to, and whatever season comes around and she wants to do the decorations and whatnot, kick on the lights upstairs. Now I can see what I'm dealing with. I can move stuff around, pull stuff down, put stuff back up. Everything's labeled to what she wants for what particular season it is. Makes her happy, makes me happy. I don't care. Doesn't bother me near a bit. And just like that, all got them up, flush mounted, good to go. Put on the covers on the other side. We'll take a look. All right, got them all done up, buttoned up, squared away. Still, like I said, still pretty impressed. Some power, and bam, we got us some lights. And it, man, does it brighten it up in here. And not only do we got those lights there, and these 4 here, other switch, bam. Now we got lights up in the loft. We can see how everything is all lit up there. Got it all lit up there. Just tons of stuff. And now that everything's done there, now I'm so excited that I got lights in here. By the time, this time of year for us here, by the time I come home around 6:15, it is jet black, and never having the ability to come out here, organize, put things away, figure out how I want to set stuff up, do all that stuff. Never have the opportunity because it's so pitch black in here, and a flashlight pointed at the ceiling just doesn't get it. But now I could come straight from work, come in the house, do what I need to do real quick, feed up, and then I could come in here, kick on the lights, and I could put my toolbox together. I bought some self-adhesive spray to organize all my stuff, get all that stuff. I can get some of these other boxes up out, and they can sit outside for the time being. I mean, it's just a ton of things that I can do now that we have light. So that was one huge thing. And having receptacles. Now all my chargers can get plugged in. I ran separate circuits. So yes, I went a little overboard, but it is what it is. But I don't have to worry about tripping breakers or anything else like that. So now I just got 3 banks of breaker outlets to do, 1 more light to go. You can see the box right here and this wall right there. That's for the outside light. Mount that up real quick, and then I'll be start cleaning up and figuring out where I'll go from there. Bam. Just like that. Here we are now. Got it in test mode. Comes on and off. Couldn't get no better.